Okay, we're rolling. We are gonna talk about some major incidents that has happened in my life, and I'm gonna make this video like in English and Hindi, majorly in English because I have a lot of stalkers, you know. Whatever I'm gonna say here obviously is going to be the truth. I don't lie for my social media or for anything else. I don't want the other parties to think that I'm trying to manipulate people, but people, it's my audience anyways to begin with. It's my life, my story, my audience. Yes. So anyways, yeah. I lost one more person from my life that played a very intense role. First of all, I'm going to take full accountability of this thing that I was the one who told the other party that I don't want to be in touch anymore. So last September I came back to Toronto, right? Like last September मैं यहाँ पे वापस आया था जब मुझे लगा कि चलो वहाँ पे इंडिया में इतना फियास्को हो गया, मैंने सोचा था मैं वापस नहीं आऊँगा, ऑनेस्टली ये प्लान था. फिर जब मैं इंडिया गया तो इंडिया जाके इतना ज़्यादा फियास्को हो गया था, वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा माइंडसेट मेरा उस चीज़ से बहुत ज़्यादा डिस्टर्ब हो गया था. तो मुझे लगा चलो ठीक है कहीं और चल लेते हैं यार. मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि लाइफ इज़ ऑल अबाउट फाइंडिंग हैप्पीनेस. आप कहीं भी रहो दुनिया में, कहीं भी रह सकते हो, यहाँ वहाँ कहीं भी खुश रहना चाहिए इंसान, वो बहुत मैटर करता है. वो मैंने सोचा था. आई वाज लाइक चल ठीक है यहाँ पे चीज़ें नहीं चल रही है, मैं टोरंटो चल जाता हूँ. आई जस्ट डू अ न्यू स्टार्ट. एज सून एज आई फ्लू इन नेक्स्ट 10 days शी केम टू माई हाउस फॉर अ गुड week, devote my entire time to her because she's coming to Toronto for the first time and I'm just gonna take her around, I'm gonna be with her. So I did everything in my power to make her trip the best memorable time ever, right? Me and even Akram was there. We both took her out every day. Irrespective, I left my job hunt, I left everything I had lined up in my life. I just kept things around her so that she has a good trip. This is what friends do. I mean, this is such a normal thing, right? When I left from Vancouver to India, मैंने अपना जो सारा luggage था, basically I kept in her den. She offered herself, which was very kind of her, I would say. She said that I have a den, you can just keep all your stuff in my den, and then when you come back, you could just take it. My friend Amrit kept saying, don't do that. Do it at my house because यू नो इंडियंस का थोड़ा अलग ही होता है, हम लोगों का माइंड सेट अलग होता है, और अमृत बहुत बड़े घर में भी रहती है. एनीवेज आई वाज लाइक नो 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 इट्स ओके. वी हैड अ very good time in Toronto when she was here. I literally did everything in my power, like taking her out to my shoots, you know, taking her to Niagara or taking her to all the bars, to wherever we did, whatever we did, like I did everything in my power. And I decided to go to Vancouver because I was like, चल मेरा जो भी सामान वहाँ पे पड़ा है, I'm just gonna like ship it to Toronto, right? मैं चला जाता हूँ और जाके जो भी है एक बार में खत्म कर देता हूँ. I went to Vancouver and now this was interesting. This was my first time staying at her house. I have never stayed at her house. I barely have been to her house. In last 2 to 3 years I've known her. I think I've been to her house like twice, thrice. And that too for just a few hours, like 2-3 hours, 4 hours max or something. ऐसा कभी weekday के बीच में जाना पड़ गया तो I just go for like a short trip, be there for like a couple of hours and leave. I've never been to her house. On the contrary, she's been to my house every week. Every weekend, these all people will be at my house. They all will be jamming in my house. They all will be doing everything in my house every weekend. And that has happened for last fucking more than 2 years. More than 2 years. Now, this is the thing with me. When I'm your friend, you have me completely, like 100%. You have me in 800 fucking percent. Like, I am literally a provider. I'm a giver. I was like, जो है ना ले लो. तुम मेरी दोस्ती के नाम पे अगर मैं तुमसे क्लोज हूँ, तुम जान भी मांगो ना, मैं तुम्हें जान भी दे दूंगा उठा के. मतलब इतना इंटेंसिटी है मेरी दोस्ती में. और मेरे जो मैं रिश्ते बनाता हूँ, मैं बहुत ही हाउ डू आई एक्सप्लेन दिस, लाइक मैं ना दिल से रिश्ते बनाता हूँ. नहीं तो मैं तुमसे बात भी नहीं करूँगा. इफ आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग टू, आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग टू. आई डोंट केयर, यू लिव और यू डाई. बट इफ आई एम वन ऑफ योर फ्रेंड्स, इफ आई हैव इंटरेस्ट इन योर लाइफ, इफ आई हैव एक्सप्रेस्ड my friendship or relationship towards you, you have me 100 fucking percent, like 200 fucking percent. And I would have these people over every weekend. As a friend, I'm telling you, I have a lot to offer. मेरे पास बहुत कुछ है प्लेट पे ऑफर करने के लिए. In every aspect. With me, you will have the best time. You will have access to all my shoots where I go, eating at the best places possible, and you won't even have to like spend a penny, of course. And so many other things, so many social aspect with it. I offer my house to everybody who wants to come in and party every weekend, do whatever. I buy everything that I just don't want to get into details because that'll get very cheap. This was my first time literally visiting her house. On the third day, we are just talking. We're having a conversation. She's telling me something about someone she probably met. There was some person she met in Mexico or something, and then I just had a very different remark about it. I was like, maybe, maybe that person you met, she felt in another way and you felt in another way. It was just a very normal discussion. Out of that normal discussion, she starts yelling at me. I'm shocked. I'm literally shocked. Like, I am visiting someone's house for the first time and I'm your friend. Like, I am staying at your house for the first time. I'm literally your guest. And who yells at their guest? Like, literally yelling. You are like that, you are like that, you are such a negative person, you are this, you are that, and blah blah blah, and this and that. And I'm like, I'm literally like double thinking my entire life, and I'm like, what did I say? Like, are you yelling at me for somebody you just met for a couple of minutes and I've been there with you for last 2-3 years and whatever? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just couldn't collect that thing that happened, and I just went quiet. I didn't say anything after that. I was like, you know what, I don't know, maybe she's going through something or whatever. Like, shit, you always give it a benefit of doubt. I did. She kept yelling for a while, like, 10-15 minutes. She goes on and on, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how the, like, are you, who does that to somebody who's visiting your house? Like, do you really keep me that down in your life? I'm sorry, like, you could be anyone in the world. You do not have that power to disrespect me. I'm not gonna take that fucking disrespect from somebody like you. I'm not doing that. And I do not give that fucking right to anyone to disrespect me anywhere in the world. Where there's disrespect, you will see me taking a U-turn and I will never look back. You do not have respect, you don't have anything. For me, my self-respect, my respect is over anything in this world. Talk to me like an adult. You are elder than me to begin with. That was one night. The next day, I had a shoot or whatever. Those 7-8 days living at that place was torture for me, I'm telling you. It's such a depressive mahal of the house that you just don't want to be in that moment. When somebody wakes up in the morning, always had like a sad, depressive face against you, like, it just makes you feel like they don't want you here. You're just here for the sake of it. Dude, you have come to my house for 2 fucking years. I've treated you with so much respect. I have literally offered you everything in my life, and I've literally given you the liberty and the freedom to do whatever the fuck you want at my house. And you want to stay in, you can stay at any time. You will have everything. She came to Toronto. Me and Akram were literally doing everything for her, making her breakfast, taking her out, this and that and whatnot. And this just happened after like 20 days I visited your house. Like, how is it there's a sudden change in your behavior? Now, you do that because I'm at your house for the first time. Second time, after a day or two, we were sitting in middle of the night. It was like 11 p.m. or 12 in the night. We were watching a series or something, and we had a discussion again. Oh my God, that discussion was for 2 hours, and the way she yelled at me, the way she disrespected me every fucking second, I literally stood up and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna leave. You are so disrespectful towards people. If you don't want people to come in, these were my words. I remember it so like clearly in my mind. I was like, if you don't like people coming over, do not invite them. And also for the fact, don't take favors then. Don't come to my house. Do not come and live in my house if you have nothing to offer in return. Like, I came here on like thinking that I'm going to my own house. I used to say that. I was like, it just feels like my own house because you're there, I'm there, and blah blah blah. And I'm sleeping on the couch as well, like at the same time, which is fine. I don't care about that. But I mean, have at least respect. She literally fought with me for 2 hours, yelling at me for 2 hours. Who does that to somebody who's living at your house for the first time? And you have come to my house for literally 2 fucking years. And you have used every privilege that I come with. तुमने हर चीज को यूज किया है. तुमने मेरे को पूरा जितना हो सकता है निचोड़ के यूज किया है. And this is what I get in return. Like, literally, what is my mistake? My mistake was being nice and not having any boundaries for you. That was my mistake. That night, I was done. I swear, that night I was done. I was like, you know what? I'm done with this. I remember next day I had a conversation with my sister and my mom, and I said this was very disrespectful, and I've never had that disrespect in my life. I've had so many people in my life, but nobody like, who yells at someone? I just want to know this. Like, when somebody is staying at your house, कोई तुम्हारे घर मेहमान की तरह रहने आया हुआ है, तो तुम चिल्लाते हो उस इंसान पे. And I'm sorry if you think, if you justify in a way that, oh, I'm too whitewashed, you do you, I do you. I spoke to my mother and I spoke to my sister. They're like, and I was like, I literally told them, I was like, I want to leave. I don't want to be here anymore. I cannot be at a place where I'm disrespected on a daily basis. And this is a lot. This is a lot. In span of those 7 days that I was at her house, she never took me out. The Monday to Friday, she never even tried and asked me if you want to go out, if you want to like go out and hang out with me or something like that. I'm just sitting at home. Like imagine I'm on a trip and every time I'm just sitting home at her house doing nothing. And when she was here for 7-8 days, I'm literally taking her out to every spot possible. Leaving my own work, my shoots, everything I'm left, and I'm just taking her out because I want her to have a good time. Uske baad, I got that offer that I got my job and stuff, and then I moved back to Vancouver. Now I moved back to Vancouver, and then I'm like, I still was, like for me, it's like I still give chances to see if things can flourish and things could be nice. I came in, I got my own house, and all that shit happened, and then I could just see that consistent behavior. So now when you get your first shock, your second shock, and now you start noticing कि सामने वाले बंदे के क्या actions है तुम्हारी तरफ. Then I realized that I have just constantly being used. They just come in, both of them just come in on their own will, stay there on their own will, eat, drink, do whatever on my thing, and then just vanish. They don't care about what's happening in my life. They don't care about what I'm going through, what my mental health is. If I'm staying alone, my family is not here, this and that. They don't care. And then the explanation is, oh, my therapist said that I want to be selfish. I have to be selfish and I just have to look after myself. Then be home. Be home by yourself. Don't come out to my house. Don't come to my house. Don't take my perks. These triggers were there for a very long time. Now I decided that I'm just going to keep my boundaries. One time, now this is the last time we spoke. One time I had, so I always have a shoot on Saturday and Sunday. I'm always shooting with some restaurant or the other. I get way too many shoots to actually work on. Now I had a shoot that day. I had 3 shoots back to back. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to go with her. I don't want people coming in every Saturday, making my house a mess, using my things and just going away with no accountability and nothing. I'm not giving any perks to anyone anymore. This is what I decided on. I was like, you know what? Now you do you only. You meet me outside. I'm going to meet you outside and tata bye-bye. And she kept calling me. She kept calling. Where are you? Where are you? Come out, come out. I'm out. I'm like, I'm really tired today. I don't think I'm going to make it. I really want to rest it out today. She was like, no, you have to come out. You have to come out. At least come for a drink. Come for a drink. She would be super nice in front of me. When she is with me, she is the nicest human being. But whenever the third person enters, she would start insulting me. She would start making fun of me, my life, my things, and this and that. You do that because you talk shit about me to other people. That's why you need to justify that thing in front of your friends. 10 calls they did towards me that you have to come out, you have to come out. मैं चला गया बाहर. I was like, चलो ठीक है, मैं चला जाता हूँ थोड़ी देर के लिए. मेरे friends बुला रहे हैं, कुछ नहीं होता. I'm trying to set some boundaries, but at the same time, they're still my friends, right? अभी मेरे को पहुंचे हुए 15 मिनट भी नहीं हुए हैं. Like 15 minutes I was there and I didn't even I've just come out. I didn't even have a drink. I haven't even sat somewhere. She goes like, you know what? I'm not feeling that well. My stomach is just being like this. I'm gonna go home. And I'm like, what? I was not even coming out. I told you I don't want to come out. I want to be home. I literally came out. I pushed myself out to come out with you. And you are coming back and you're telling me that you don't want to go anywhere anymore after 15 minutes of me being there. She was like, no, yeah, because I feel that anymore. I was like, stop. Like at that time I lost it. I was like, stop. Stop being so fucking selfish. I cannot take this anymore. I have taken this shit for so many months now. I cannot take this. Life is just not about you. Friendship is mutual. If I do everything in my power for you, like what the fuck do you do? Like you had only one job to do when I had to stay at your place and you yelled at me for 2 days straight. My time has no respect for you. Like this is how you disrespect people's time. When he kept saying no, that I don't want to come. That time I decided, you know what? I'm done. I cannot take this anymore. You have fun. You be with your friend or whatever, like shit. I had an argument and I left. You know, for me, जब मेरा हो जाता है ना लोगों से, मैं बात भी करना पसंद नहीं करता हूँ. I don't want to give you any explanation. I don't owe you any explanation. I don't owe anyone any fucking explanation. It's my life. It's my decision. I don't want to be there. खत्म. इसके आगे मैं कुछ नहीं बोलूँगा. You do you. Now you do you. Like, I did something wrong when I demanded respect. The problem is with me, I tend to do the same mistakes in my life. I go into relationship and friendships too deep, and I don't set any boundaries, and I just go all in, you know, like, come and use me, come do whatever you want, like, this is how I get. I'm like, this is your house, jo karna hai karo, masti karte hain, ye karte hain, wo karte hain, we're supposed to have a good time, we're friends, we're best friends, we're family, and this and that. I keep doing the same mistake. For that matter, let me tell you something. I am that kind of a person. If I do not have anything to offer in return to somebody, I will never take any favor from someone. I have never taken a single cent from anyone. I बहुत दिया दुनिया को, बहुत दिया, और अब बस मेरा हो गया भाई, मैं गरीब हो गया हूँ कर करके दुनिया के लिए. अब हम नहीं करेंगे. There's no major fight. There's nothing. It's just that consistent disrespect, and you know that just, you know, extract the best that you can and then do nothing in return. I'm not taking that thing anymore. कोई अमीर नहीं हूँ मैं, इतना कोई अंबानी नहीं हूँ दुनिया में. I'm not the most richest person on earth. I just happen to have a big heart. I do for people. I do for people that I care for. I do for people that I love, that I actually love from my heart. That's it. I don't have anything else to say. I will say this again. Nobody has the fucking right to disrespect someone when they're living at your place. That is above and beyond any limitation of boundaries that you have in your life. I'm not taking that shit from anyone. And I moved on, you know, I am moved on. For me, what happens is after a while, I just don't even know how to be friends with that person anymore. That's it. So for me, I've come to that position where I cannot trust and I cannot have what we used to have. It's done for me. I move on. बस खत्म हो गया मेरा. Was it? It's unfortunate. मुझे बुरा लगता है बहुत ज़्यादा ये सब चीज़ें सोच के भी, but कुछ नहीं होता. लाइफ में बहुत चीज़ें होती हैं, बहुत लोग आते हैं, बहुत लोग जाते हैं. I'm sure there's something better written for me. Yeah, thank you everybody who supported me and who kept their concern towards me कि क्या हुआ. बहुत मेरे को रोज़ पूछा जाता है, तो आज मैंने बता दिया सब कुछ. Chalo, anyways, no hate towards anyone. Everybody should be happy in their life. I'm gonna be happy in my life. I moved on and we all are happy. So yeah, that's it. Okay, bye. I love you. Bye.